118 With a growing population, many people believe that we should focus on producing more GM foods. What are the advantages and disadvantages of doing this? The prospect of focusing on increased production of genetically modified, GM, foods in response to the expanding global population is a topic of intense debate, entailing a careful examination of both potential advantages and drawbacks. Proponents argue that such a strategy could significantly enhance agricultural efficiency and address the escalating demand for food. GM crops can be engineered to withstand pests, diseases, and adverse environmental conditions, potentially leading to heightened yields and increased global food supply. Additionally, genetic modifications can offer a solution to nutritional deficiencies by creating crops fortified with essential nutrients, targeting specific health challenges prevalent in certain populations. The potential for reduced environmental impact is also highlighted, as GM crops resistant to pests may diminish the need for chemical pesticides, promoting sustainable agricultural practices. However, this optimistic perspective is met with a range of concerns. Detractors raise questions about the long-term health effects of consuming GM foods, emphasizing potential risks such as allergenicity and unintended consequences resulting from genetic modifications. Environmental apprehensions include issues related to gene flow to wild plant populations, which could affect biodiversity, and the development of resistance in pests and weeds. Ethical considerations come to the forefront, as the dominance of specific biotechnology corporations in GM seed development raises issues of seed patenting, corporate control over agricultural practices, and potential farmer dependency on specific GM crops. The socio-economic implications, particularly in developing countries, are also part of the discourse, addressing concerns about the impact on traditional agricultural practices and power concentration in a few biotechnology companies. Balancing these perspectives requires a nuanced approach that considers scientific evidence, ethical principles, and potential risks and benefits. Regulatory frameworks, transparency in research, and ongoing monitoring of GM crop impacts are crucial components for the responsible and sustainable adoption of this technology. In shaping policies related to GM foods, an inclusive and informed public discourse should guide decision-making to ensure the equitable and ethical deployment of genetically modified crops in global agriculture.